All right, this is message 3 to you grandkids. You know who you are. Some of which may not even be named because you're not here yet. You may be of the new sibling that you may be getting, okay? I'm just saying. This is something from a great book that I think you need to put in your curricula. It's called The Road Less Traveled by a physician by the name of M. Scott Peck. This is in the what we call recovery community. A lot of people don't know about this book, but I'm just going to read a little bit to you. Discipline, it has been suggested, is the means of human spiritual evolution. This section will examine what lies in back of discipline. Here we go. What provides the motive, the energy for discipline? And let me just add this parenthetically. What gives the power to discipline is for you to ask for it. Once you've been saved, you have His Holy Spirit among you. That's what Emmanuel is. God among us. So let me just tell you, this is in something called Love Defined, and that's not really what I wanted to get to, but I just needed to say this about ego boundaries. Get the book, read it for yourself so that you can move forward. I'm giving this as just an add-on so that you can have it for your per use. Let me just read something here that caught my eye. Again, this is the message 3 of the series that I'm giving you, and put it in here. Okay. This is from page 169 in the book Love and Psychotherapy. Okay. It is hard for me to recapture now the motivation and understanding which I entered the field I entered the field of psychiatry 15 years ago at this writing, okay, that he wrote this, M. Scott Peck, MD. Certainly I wanted to help people. The process of helping people in other branches of medicine involved technology with which I was uncomfortable. That's interesting. And which in other ways seemed too mechanical to suit my taste. Okay, so this really goes out to some of you who want to get into social medicine. And I'm saying to you, being social workers, Jeanette Roberts was a great medical social worker. This Kim's grandmother and Carla's mother. Oh, Lord, that lady was heavy and beautiful. And she had basically adopted this stance too, I'm sure, because she could have been anything she wanted to, with her grandfather having been one of the first graduates, and you can see him, Charles Williams, graduating, and I know it was her dad, graduating from a school and a college, okay? Anyway, this is to you, the heritage to you people, if you have that heritage, you grandchildren, if you have that heritage, that's I'm just giving you kudos. I also find talking to people more fun than poking and prodding them. Okay, so it's getting into something that I didn't want to get into, except to say that, guess what? That you all have a great heritage, and sometimes it may exist. But let me bring this up. This is in page, moving towards, again, 277, the problem of evil. Having suggested that laziness is original sin, and that laziness in the form of our sick self might even be, quote unquote, the devil. That's his opinion. It is relevant to round out the picture by making some remarks about the nature of evil. The problem of evil is perhaps the greatest of all theological problems. Yet, as with so many other religious issues, religious being in quotes and end of quotes, the science of psychology has acted, with a few minor exceptions, as if it did not exist. Potentially, however, psychology has much to contribute to the subject. I hope that I will be able to make part of such a endeavor, I'm sure, such a contribution in the latter work of some length. For the moment, since it is only peripheral to the theme of this book, I will limit myself to briefly stating 4 conclusions I have reached concerning the nature of evil. So I'm just going to say this: heaven forbid that that you all, as my grandchildren, fall into this trap of deception that evil is in control. But if so, let me just say you can get out just by confessing what you've done. Of course, this may be a little difficult, but also by looking at where it's going. It's going to go to an end that you just don't want to be at. Now, we have some current world events, which I don't want to mention, except to say that it's quote unquote looking like it's evil. But of course, you can't judge evil, not yourself. You don't have the power. You can pray for your evil deeds and for the deeds of those who you think are evil. There's a verse that goes like this in the only chapter of Jude that exists. Yet Michael, the archangel, when disputing with the devil about the body of Moses, durst not issue a railing accusation, but said, "The Lord rebuke you." And I want you all to do the same as my grandchildren. Don't get caught up, like I think I have been at times, in trying to fight evil. You'll be way out of your lane. That's not your job. That's not your job to judge it or to make it your job to punish it or to get back at it, like I think I have been caught up in doing sometimes. So anyway, this is one of your messages that I give you. Again, quoting out of M. Scott Peck's The Road Less Traveled. I just wanted to get to the point of you also find out that love, it's not a feeling, y'all. This is where we get in chapter 4. I'm sure it's somewhere. That's what I was looking for originally. Love is not a feeling. Because if you think it's a feeling, you're going to get your feelings hurt. Okay, people that have the control over, quote unquote, temporarily you at any given time, that tell you they love you, guess what? They don't love you. They just want to be and use your light. Because you got light. You got it from your mothers. You got it from your fathers in many respects. The point is that don't go for the yoke dope. Don't go for to be hoodwinked. Don't be deceived. Nobody really loves you except your parents and your family and certain others that basically you'll meet along the way who will find something about you before you have any kind of contact with them physically. And they will admire your way of life and your light and want to be with you too, to give that light out to others. And that needs to be the main cut. Are you willing to serve with me, to give out the good news and to give out the light? It's just that simple. May the Lord be praised for his word and for the word that we've spoken today. All blessings come from him, as he gave his only begotten son, such that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have what? Everlasting life. We want to thank God from whom all blessings flow in. Thank him as one of our creatures here below as we send this out again to our grandchildren, the third so far in the series of messages, and we hope to get to others. As I remember to put things on, I will. Thank you.